Hello students, welcome to my educational channel Easier. Now today we will continue with next phylum of animal kingdom, that is Phylum Aschelminthes, also known as Helminthes. So general characters of this phylum are: the body is circular, means round in shape. Somewhat the body is circular, which gives these animals, these organisms of Aschelminthes, a round shape, and so they are commonly known as roundworms. These Aschelminthes or Helminthes includes worms which are somewhat circular, and so they are commonly known as roundworms. Next character, they may be free living or parasitic. Alright, they exist as free living or they may be parasitic, and when they are parasites, in which organisms they are found? They are, some of them are parasitics in plant and some in animals, means they are parasitic in both plants and animals. And when free living, they are aquatic or terrestrial, means they may be found both in aquatic conditions or terrestrial conditions. Next character, they have organ system level of body organization, means different organs comprise to form a specific system known as the organ system, which perform specific functions. So they have organ system level of body organization. They are bilaterally symmetrical, means when divided on any plane, the body is when divided through the central plane on a single plane, body is divided into equal right and left halves. They are triploblastic, means body layers are of three. There are there are three types of body layers: ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm. That is, they are triploblastic in nature. Next, they are pseudocoelomate, means they have false coelom. Next character, their alimentary canal is complete with well developed muscular pharynx, means see the organ system. They have specific digestive system which includes alimentary canal. And which kind of alimentary canal is there? It is complete. If you remember, in the general characters we have studied the alimentary canal. Complete or incomplete means it has proper two openings, one for intake and other for outlet. That is, alimentary canal is complete with well developed muscular pharynx. It has a pharynx, specific organ present in its digestive tract. So the alimentary canal is complete. That means it has two different openings, mouth and excretory opening. Next character, body waste is removed from body cavity by an excretory tube through excretory pores. See, a specific digestive system is there for the intake of food and digestion. There is a specific alimentary canal, organ system. Now again, for excretion, for the purpose of process of excretion, there is a separate excretory system. So how the body waste is removed? Body waste is removed from its body cavity by an excretory tube. See, not so developed organ system is present, but there is a specific system for a specific function. Alimentary canal for intake of food and digestion, and excretory tube is present for the removal of waste from the body cavity. And how? From where? Through an excretory pore, means the body has a specific excretory pore for the removal of the waste material from the body, waste substance from the body. So it has a distinct excretory pore, excretory system. See how the division of labor is there. Organ system means various organs performing same function combine to form a specific organ system which performs a specific function. Next character in Aschelminthes, sexes are separate, means there is a different male and a different female organism. This is called as separate sexes, and this condition in biology is known as dioecious. You may be asked, what are dioecious animals? The answer will be the organisms in which the sexes are separate. That means there is a different, distinct, separate male and female organism. Such organisms are called as dioecious. Now, there exists a distinctive character between the males and females. And what is that? Females are longer than the males. In Aschelminthes, females are longer than the male. Next character, fertilization is internal. That means it takes place inside the body. Next, development is direct or indirect. Means development can take place directly without any larval stage from egg to adult, or it may be indirect, means it can include a intermediate larval stage. So some examples of this phylum are Ascaris, commonly known as roundworm, Wuchereria, known as filarial worm, and Encyclostoma, known as hookworm. I will show you some figures. See, this is Ascaris. This is the picture of Ascaris, a nematode, member of Nemathelminthes, commonly known as roundworm. See, in this, male is shorter in size than the female. Female is longer than the male. See, this is the female. It is longer than the male. And one more specific character, the tail of the female is bent upwards. See, a slight bending in the male worm, but a big curve in the female worm. So, two distinct characters are there. Female is longer in size than the male and its tail is curved. So, for this reason, that curving, circular structure form, they are known as round worms. So, this was phylum Aschelminthes or Nemathelminthes. Next comes phylum Annelida. Now see, they are also worms. Which kind of worms we will study right now. General characters of phylum Annelida, they may be aquatic or terrestrial, means they may be found in water or as well as in land. And when aquatic, they may be either marine or freshwater, means they can be both. Some of them are marine in seawater and some of them are freshwater in ponds and lakes and rivers. So first character is that they may be annelids. Members of phylum Annelida may be aquatic or terrestrial, and if aquatic they can be marine as well as freshwater. They may exist both in marine and freshwater forms. Next, they are free living but sometimes parasitic. Mostly they are free living but sometimes they are parasitic, means they are parasites which live in living host. Next, organ system level of body organization is found. Again, there are various organ systems performing their specific functions. Next, they are bilaterally symmetrical. Similarly, as we have studied in nematodes, body when splitted into two halves on a particular plane, on a single plane, divides into equal right and left halves. Every time we won't define the terminology, you have to learn all the terminologies. We will write or speak only the specific terminology in biological terms, and they all can be asked as definitions or as examples. In examples also they can be asked, so you have to learn their definitions as well as examples. Next, they are triploblastic. Again, Three germ layers: ectoderm, endoderm and mesoderm. Now next character is a specific character of phylum Annelida, that they show metameric segmentation. I have explained you earlier. We also have discussed this. Annelids show metameric segmentation, means the body is divided into various segments, and these segments are externally as well as internally identical. Means segments you all might be knowing by now, or you all might understand that what are segments. This type of structure is called as segments. Body of annelids is made up of various segments, disc-like structures arranged one above the other are known as segments. When the body is made up of this kind of structure, these each of this structure is called as segment, and the body has many segments. Now what is metameric segmentation? I have explained you earlier also that body is made up of segments. It is divided into various segments, externally also and internally also. The inside of the body is also divided into segments, means these segments are not present superficially only, but inside of the body is also equally divided into these segments. For example, if we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 segments in this, suppose there is an annelid having 8 segments, externally you can count their segments. What will it mean? That internally also its body is divided into 8 segments. Equally division of body into segments, externally as well as internally. This is known as metameric segmentation. You can see here in the picture. See, these are annelids. This is a common annelid, earthworm. You can see its structure. These are the body segments. These all disc-like structures. They form the complete body. Now, this is another annelid called as leech. See, these are all segments. These are all segments. It is another one, Nereis. These are all annelids. So see, all their body is made up of various segments, a number of segments. And what is the specific character here? These segments are identical externally also and internally also, means as many as segments you can see from the outer side, from the external surface, same number of segments will be present inside the body, and their numbering, their specific organ is, you can locate that the specific organ is present in this number of segment, like that. So this kind of segmentation is called as metameric segmentation. It is a distinct characteristic of Phylum Annelida. Next character, they are coelomate, means true coelom is present, body cavity. Next character, they possess longitudinal and circular muscles which help in locomotion. If you have seen an earthworm anywhere, if you have seen the insect like leech, worm like leech, like Nereis, earthworm, you all might have seen in your gardens also. So, have you ever noticed their movement? Their movement is a crawling type movement. They compress, they relax. They compress, they relax. They compress, they relax, and like this they move on. So, what is this? This is the movement which is with the help of muscles. We all know that all kind of movements are with the help of muscles. Now see here, this type of locomotion, movement in the annelids is with the help of two kinds of muscles, longitudinal muscles and circular muscles. Alright, so these annelids possess longitudinal and circular muscles which help them in locomotion, means specific muscles. A muscular system is present which helps in their locomotion. Next, the aquatic forms. Just now we have studied they may be aquatic or terrestrial. You have seen earthworm, it is aquatic or terrestrial. As I just told you, you might have seen them in your gardens, that means it is terrestrial. Now in aquatic forms, those annelids which are present in water. So these aquatic annelids possess lateral appendages called as parapodia. Lateral appendages means, see, this is an example of aquatic annelid. Nereis. Nereis is an aquatic annelid. See these. These are lateral appendages. These are the body segments and these are what? Appendages. Appendages means any structure which is attached to the main body. That is called as appendages. And in animals, these appendages help in locomotion. Listen carefully, what am I saying? The appendages are attached to the main body and these appendages help in locomotion. And here in annelids, these appendages are attached on the lateral sides of the body. See, on both the sides of the body, on lateral side of the body, you can see all these appendages. And just now I told you these worms move by crawling movement. They have muscles and these parapodia, these lateral appendages are called as parapodia. Parapodia. These are the lateral appendages found in aquatic annelids and these lateral appendages help them in locomotion, means in swimming. As they are aquatic form, what will be their locomotion? They will swim in water. So these parapodia help the aquatic annelids in swimming. And what are these parapodia? These are the lateral appendages present in the aquatic forms. Example, Nereis. Just now I showed you the figure. Next, the circulatory system is closed. I have told you in the introduction chapter that there is a diversity in the characters of the organisms. Circulatory system means the system which is responsible for the circulation of food and necessary substances in the body from one part to the another. And this circulatory system may be open or closed. Open means the body fluid, it may be water, it may be blood, is diffused inside the body and which carries food and other useful substances as well as the waste substances from one place to another. Now closed system means the body fluid or the blood in the organisms which in which their blood is present, it flows in the vessels. Enclosed vessels means tube like structures. So such a circulatory system in which the body fluid flows in the closed vessels, that is called as closed. So in annelids we will see closed type of circulatory system. See, advancement. In poriferans you have studied circulatory system is there. What is that? Water vascular system is there, but it is open. Water is diffused inside the body. See the advancement as we are going up. We have organ system levels of organization and each specific function is performed. Now, and that too, the functions which were in preliminary forms in the earlier organisms, earlier animals, now as we are advancing, those are advanced, having specific properties. So here we will see circulatory system is closed. Now important excretion and osmoregulation. We have specific organs called as nephridia. Nephridia in annelids are the organs of excretion and osmoregulation. Just now we have studied that there are specific organ systems. So there is a specific system for the excretion of the waste substance, and we have specific organs here, and those organs are called as nephridia. You have to learn them. Just in the previous um, uh, phylum we have studied what flame cells in platyhelminthes. Flame cells are the organs of excretion and osmoregulation. Similarly, in annelids, nephridia are the organs of excretion and osmoregulation, means maintaining the osmotic pressure of the body fluid and their electrolytes, salts present in the body fluid, balance of that osmoregulation. Now see next character, you have a specific nervous system here in Annelida. Its nervous system or the neural system comprises of paired ganglia. Paired ganglia, nervous system, structure of nervous system is present. Ganglia are the nerves, nodes present. So ganglia are the organs of neural control, neural system, and how they are paired, means they are present in pairs. So in neural system or the nervous system of annelida, you will see paired ganglia that are connected by lateral nerves to a double ventral nerve cord. See here, you see a nerve cord. Ventral nerve cord means present on the ventral surface of the body, and there is a double ventral nerve cord which is connected by the lateral nerves with what? Ganglia. So neural system of annelids consists of paired ganglia connected by lateral nerves to a double ventral nerve cord. Next, they may be monoecious or dioecious, means just now in Aschelminthes I have told you what is dioecious. Dioecious means sexes are separate. Separate male and female sexes are present. And monoecious will mean what? That the same organism body is having both male and female reproductive organs, and that means there is no distinct male and female. This is called as monoecious, and dioecious means separate sexes. So these annelids may be monoecious or dioecious. Example, earthworm. Earthworm is monoecious. They are also called as hermaphrodite. I have told you in the earlier lecture that hermaphrodite means same body consists both male and female sexes. They are called as hermaphrodite or monoecious, or simply saying bisexual. Example, earthworm and leech are monoecious, and dioecious annelid is nereis. Nereis is a dioecious annelid. So they may be monoecious or dioecious. Some examples, you have to learn all this. Which organisms are monoecious, which organisms are dioecious, and so on. Next, reproduction is sexual. Okay, sexual reproduction takes place. Example of annelids, nereis, Feritima, that is earthworm, commonly known as earthworm. Hirudinaria, commonly known as leech. Hirudinaria, all these are biological names. You have to learn the biological names and examples of all the phylums. At least learn the common examples, their biological names, their common names. Try to learn as many as you can, because further in all further chapters, in further classes, you have to know them by their names. And I have shown you the figure of annelids. This is earthworm, Feritima, this is leech, Hirudinaria, and this is nereis. This is aquatic annelid. These are terrestrial. And see, body is made up of segments. Metameric segmentation is there. Parapodia are there for the swimming. Alright, so this was our phylums Aschelminthes and Phylum Annelida. Next, we will continue in our next video. Thank you. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.